We're live again, and it's time to talk to our online friends. Damn it. That would have been great if I didn't stutter through the stupid ending, buddy. Alright. Anyway, we are live. Let's see. Get loaded on my phone so we can monitor it. Brr, brr, brr. Burby bro. There we go. Alright, let's get the live share. Actually, let's take the headphones off. I don't need these anymore. Don't want to look like a goofball. There we go. Alright, buddy. Get the live shared out. Hey, bud. Who's a burpee bro? Burper, can you talk while I do this? Can you talk while I do this? There we go. Live shared out. Perfect. And back to YouTube. We started so late, buddy. Alright. And we're golden. Alright, everything's set up. We're good. You're a burbs. I'm a human. Hey, little guy. Give you some head scratches. Give you some head scratches. Aww. Berber, it's Friday, buddy. Yeah. It's Friday, big guy. Hey, Turtle, what's up? How are you and Mighty and Luna doing? Hello, hello to all of you joining. How's it going? What's up? Not much. How are you? Oh, the snowstorm that's hitting the East Coast? Yeah. I have a friend who was talking about that. I wish we get a little snow here in Washington. That'd be nice. Cute parrot, thank you. His name is Oreo. He's a 22-year-old Red Lord Amazon. Oh shit, Turtle, I'm so sorry. I forgot to text you about your surgery. Oh, dude, I feel horrible. My apologies. Glad things went well. I need to be better at, like, taking notes. ADHD, man. Sorry that the recovery sucks. I hope Mighty Rune is taking care of you, though. You subscribed? Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, hey, your parrot's cool? Thank you. Appreciate that. Love my shirt? Thank you. We have these available in our merch shop at zachhertz.com/shop or zachhertz.com/contribute if you'd like to see more ways to contribute to our channel. Hubby took the week off. Nice. That's good to hear. God, I feel like a dick. You have an umbrella cockatoo and a conure? Nice. What are their names? Fuzzy avocado, yeah. He is a fuzzy avocado. Fuzzy avocado. Hey, buddy. Ooh, we're gonna do a bath tomorrow, yeah? We're gonna give you a bath tomorrow, buddy. Yeah. We're gonna give you a shower. No, let me see that beak. Yeah. You're getting a beak trim too. We're gonna schedule that. I need a note to make a note about. I need to set a reminder to do that. Congo and Titus. Oh, those are cool names. Just took down the tree with the Zack and Oreo ornament. Aw. Well, just so you know, you can hang that ornament up year round. I had mine hanging up on the wall. I took it down to show it off, and then forgot to put it back up. And these are also available at zachhertz.com/shop. I want to find one where they can die cut it, so it's like the shape, instead of just being a circle, make it a little bit more tactile. Do that with a picture of Oreo and just have him die cut it around like the picture. Named after a guy from oh my gosh, I cannot talk. Hold on. Warhammer 40K. Dude, I love that game. I can't play it, but I love that game. I mean, technically, a blind person could play it. It just takes a lot of work and money. That shit is expensive. I have a buddy who is deep into that game. He paints all those little action figures. He'll go out to like thrift stores and buy different things to make terrain and represent like the different ships and tanks. He built a 6-foot by 4-foot table to play Warhammer on. He put dirt and rocks. I think at one point he even added like a river. And him and my other roommate played Warhammer 40K on that thing like constantly. Hi, I like your parrot. Thank you. His name is Oreo. He's a 22-year-old Red Lord Amazon. And if y'all want to read Oreo's origin story, check out zachhertz.com/Oreo. He wrote it, so it's a bit biased. I'm doing great, thank you. How are you? I thought my Keurig was making noise, but I forgot I put a speaker on top of it. Lacey's doing good. She's video gaming right now. Her and the Bob dogs are chilling. Oh, you're doing great. Waiting on the snow. Nice. I don't know. Anytime there's snow, it brings out my inner child. Like I want to go jump on a sled, build snow folks. When I was younger, I made a snow demon. I spent like 3 hours building that thing. This is back before smartphones, so I didn't get a picture of it. But like snowmen and snowwomen are just so basic. Come on, you gotta amp up the snow building game. We never really got enough snow to build like a snow fort, because here in Washington it usually comes in, sticks for a day or two, and then vanishes, and you only get maybe like 3 or 4 inches. But every once in a while we'll get a big snowstorm, and I remember being 5, maybe 4 or 5, something like that. And my dad and I went out and built this giant ass snowball. Like, it was big, and our porch had a ramp. and we rolled it up on our porch, and then we stuck Cokes in it to keep them cool, because we're white trash. And it turned into ice, and that thing lasted for quite a while. I want to say like maybe a week and a half. It was awesome. We turned it into like a cooler. Oreo's a guy. But actually, I didn't know that for a big portion of his life until we went in. I got him back from Missouri after I graduated college back in 2020, and we took him to the vet to get him a baseline checkup, and they did an X-ray on him, and the vet's like, "Yeah, he's a guy. He's got some of the biggest balls on a parrot I've ever seen," and I was like, "That's my boy." I'm in Colorado. It's freezing. Oh, damn. Used to watch me on TikTok. Nice. Well, welcome to the YouTube. Snow days are the best? Yes. Oh, dude. Waking up in the morning when you're in school and you're like hoping that your school is canceled, watching the TV, listening to the radio, just waiting for them to say your school's canceled or late start. I mean, cancel's better, but late start's okay. And I knew if it was late start, like a 2 hour late start was the best, because then I can convince my dad, like, Dad, it's a 2 hour late start. By the time I get to school, I'm gonna be coming right home in like an hour. So let's just call me out. And 90% of the time, I could convince him to do it. I hated school, dude. Any excuse I could use to get out of school, I would. And I was still in high school when I turned 18, and it was like my end of yeah, it was my senior year basically, because I turned 18 May 24th, and in Missouri you're done like June 1st. You're pretty much done with school, just because like the way that they do their schooling down there is different than how we do it here in Washington. You start like August, like August 15th, 20th you start, and then you're done by like I want to say June 1st maybe. And so as soon as I turned 18, man, I called out of school so much. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming in today. And there's nothing my dad could do about it. Uh, uh, uh. What about Snow Angel? What about him? No, I don't know. Never thought about it. Students these days don't know the awesomeness of a snow day cancellation ticker on TV, right? I tried to get on TikTok today, but the new terms of service are scary. And I'm just deleting the app. Oh, there's new terms of service? Okay. I'll have to go check them out. Copy and paste them into AI and have it summarize it for me. I actually haven't opened TikTok in a couple months. I log in every once in a while to make sure I'm not missing any like messages from people who haven't found us on YouTube yet. But most of the messages I get are like, "Hi, we're with such and such agency and we'd like to sign you. Here's our contract." And it's all like super scammy contracts, or they want you to sign away your rights so that they can use your image forever and ever and not pay you. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good. It's all scams. You have a great day as well. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy the weekend. But I need to trim up my beard, bud. I need to trim up my beard a little bit. I think we're gonna grow it out like I had it a couple years ago. Get that big Sasquatch beard going. I kind of miss that. Are you a good Berber? Berber, I need to get a new speaker system. This one's crackling and popping, and anytime you touch the volume button, it like sounds like it's about to explode. Well, this is a good speaker system. I bought this back when I went to college, and it's held up. It's got good bass response. It's great. Things on YouTube have been great. It's slow. Like you're not getting high subs, but that's fine. I'd rather have a good, as I've said on TikTok, I'd rather have a good small core community than a large kind of absent community who doesn't really interact with the content and engage with Oreo and I. So I'll take a small, you know, um, connected community. That being said, it would be nice to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize a little bit. We can sell our merch directly in YouTube. We can start earning money on the content. I'm not gonna be super crazy with like ads, but it would be nice to earn a little bit of income from the YouTube channel just because it allows us to polish up our content. I can pay editors to keep the content looking good, plus help pay the bills. That'd be pretty rad. But again, it's YouTube, so you're not making Vuku bucks. So we'll see. There's a and then we can also like allow people to monetize chat. So like on TikTok, people can send gifts that you earn money off of, and on YouTube, people can do like a dollar chat, like a super chat, or whatever amount they want to put. They can monetize. They can put money on that chat, so it definitely gets seen and helps earn money. And we can also build up like on TikTok, we can have like stickers that people can get badges for and all that stuff. So it'd be nice to unlock that feature. Yeah, that is a baby picture of me when I was a baby. That was stupid. Yeah, that's a picture of me when I was a baby. It's the only picture I have of me at that age, and it's the only picture I have of me with my real eyes. I keep saying this, I need to get it digitized, so if something happens, I have a copy of it backed up. I just haven't done it yet. I'm trying to find like a high quality place I can scan it. I might just take it down to our local store and have them scan it and see if it turns out okay. I have a bunch of pictures I want to digitize though, make digital copies of so I can back them up. Because we weren't a big photo family, so any photo I have of me is rare. It's a great pic, thanks. My roommate saw it and she's like, that's definitely the 90s. Brr, brr, brr. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? I wish I had pictures of Oreo when he was a baby. Yeah, you were an adorable little hatchling. I was a Make-A-Wish kid, and we took a video camera with us, and we had that video for some time, and then somebody recorded over it. I was so pissed. Because that would be cool to have and go back and look at. Back when my family was happy. Happy-ish, I should say. Wow. Y'all have any fun weekend plans? Berber, do you have any weekend plans? You want to do something this weekend? I need to do Berber laundry and get your cage squared away. Yeah. I gotta wash all your towels up. I gotta break out the small portable washer before I put the towels in the big washer. Yeah. When I was in college, in order to save money and not have to do laundry at the laundry center, I bought this portable washer off Amazon, and I had my own bathroom because I had one of the disability bedrooms, and so I had this big ass shower, which I miss that shower a lot. And I put the portable washer in there, hook everything up, and do my laundry that way. Because I'm not paying for laundry. I'll spend $120 on a thing from Amazon and then do my laundry that way. Because before that, I had two big Rubbermaid containers, and I would do my laundry that way. Because the washers at the laundry center weren't accessible, and you had to use these stupid cards to do your laundry. You put money on the cards, and that machine to put money on the cards wasn't accessible, so I'd have to go get one of the residential advisor people to help me, and it was just annoying. So I just bought Rubbermaid containers and did my laundry that way. And then I found out about the portable washers, and I was like, fuck yeah, we're doing that. So that's one way to save money on doing laundry at college. What up, what up, what up? You had a cocktail, I would say data. Hell yeah. Family's overrated? I like the family that you build over time and that you pick and choose. Don't get me wrong, I love my family, but I don't miss the drama and the chaos and all that nonsense. Luna wants to go lay outside. Hell yeah. She's like, I'm enjoying the weather, Mom. Let's go. Hey, Joe. How are you? YouTube chat is getting weird. If I have to, I guess I can use my laptop to read chat instead of my phone. A little bit more stable over that way, I guess. Wait, it's -7? Really? Damn, that's cold. That's a grab your balls type of temp. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Nah, whatever. We'll see. And my laptop just locked. What's up, buddy? Oh, we gotta do Berber meds, big guy. Yeah. There's a nature show on in the background. It's on YouTube. It's called Wild Earth. That's the channel, and they do live streams, and you're with a naturalist or a safari guide, and they are on private reserves in Africa, and they are on a Land Rover or whatever vehicles they use, and it's the guide and then a cameraman, and they just spend like 3 or 4 hours each stream going and checking out different animals, and there's usually 3 different people per live, and they're all in different parks. Most of the reserves are private, but I think they also film in some of the national parks, and they're all over Africa. So you get a wide variety of animals. So elephants, giraffes, lions, cheetahs, leopards, hippos, birds. I almost said wombats, but that's in Australia. Uh, what's the one that burrows? Holy shit, my brain's frying on me. Occasionally they'll find like warthogs, hyenas. It's a really cool channel. I have it on for Oreo all the time. Because it's they're long ass streams, so, and I have they have playlists, so I'll just put it on a playlist, and I don't have to worry about what Oreo's watching all day. Occasionally I'll put on, depending on how I feel, I'll put on cartoons for him and other stuff. I'd love to go to Africa and check it out. Like, I'm a big animal, like, I love learning about animals and checking out like different ways that they interact with nature and how they help or hinder uh, ecosystems. So it'd be cool to go down and spend a week just talking to the people that study it and live out in the parks. Man, I'm having trouble putting sentences together today. Dude, at my house, Croc Hunter was always on. Like the day that Steve Irwin died, like my family legit went into mourning. Oh, dude, those water buffalo are aggressive. Holy shit. I think on one of the live streams, one of the buffalo tried to charge the vehicle. And when they're around hippos, they have to park a certain way, because if the hippos start to run or charge, they will flip that vehicle. My kindergarten teacher, she went to Yellowstone, and while they were at Yellowstone, part of the park got closed down because there was buffalo crossing the road, and someone honked, and the buffalo charged, and they crushed a vehicle. And 2 years later, we were at Yellowstone, and talk about being a terrified 7-year-old, because I was afraid that was going to happen to us. But they had to get the jaws of life to cut the people out of the car. Turns out bears can open doors. Didn't know that when I was a kid. Alright, let me see if my roommate's available to help with burper meds. But Yellowstone was a fun experience. I would go back. Answer your phone. I'm gonna have to go grab her, I guess. Nature is scary? Yeah. Parts of it for sure. I'm more worried about, like when we're up in the woods, I'm not really worried about nature. I'm more worried about the people. Because up here, it's pretty common for people to go up into the woods and do illicit substances. Uh, and it's not uncommon to find tweakers out there being all weird. Ooh, I will look that story up. That sounds fun. Have a great night and thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate that. We go live Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm trying to work back in the Sunday streams. Just not happening, but I'm trying to get it there. I'm also going to sit down and hopefully record a podcast episode this week, our first one. I'm thinking about doing a 10-15 minute podcast each week, talking about Oreo, myself, and then any current topics that I care to comment on. But I'm a dumb idiot, so who cares? Like, I'm not gonna fix the world, but there's a lot of tech stuff coming out that I'm interested in, and it'd be cool to talk about that. Talk about how the modern tech can be used for accessibility purposes, and it'd be cool just to kind of sit down and talk about that. If I want to do a full like hour-long podcast, I really would love to have a co-host because I get tired of myself talking after 15 minutes, and I'm also someone who likes to sit down and have a conversation. So I don't know how that would work. I've asked Lacey if she would like to be my co-host, and she's hesitant. So we'll see. But yeah, we appreciate you being here and hanging out. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab Lacey so we can do Berber meds. Enjoy the empty chair show. All right, we're golden. Ow.
I wonder if it's because I wonder if I turned my ringer off.
I don't know. When's your voicemail after like 6 rings, 5 rings? The caller you're calling is not available. What up, how it goes? Berber, it's treat time. Yeah. And we usually do walnuts on Wednesday. But we're going to do a walnut because Turtle's in bed recovering from shoulder surgery. So we're going to make her day. Berber, be a good boy.
There you go.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Enjoy gaming. What are you playing?
Stardew.
Stardew Valley. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How's your farm coming along?
It's coming along good.
Nice.
Yeah. My goal is to finish the community center in the first year. So that's what I'm working on right
Sweet.
now.
Is that the farm that you and her are playing, or is this a separate one?
This is my own.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
Thank you, bro.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Our main content. Oh, fucking hell, dude. That was loud, bro. Main content. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. It's whatever. I don't want to get locked into one type of content. I know that's probably the best way to do things, but I like to talk about a variety of topics. We talk about parrots. We talk about like my life. We talk about disabilities. We talk about advocacy. talk about books, and I try to put some of that in video form. But I kind of like live streaming better. Videos primarily these days have been about gift videos that people send us gifts off our Amazon wish list. So when they do that, I unbox it, thank them, show what they sent off on the video, shout out what they got. Like they can put messages on the receipt, shout them out. Some people promote their social media, their small businesses. Tell Oreo he's a handsome boy. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what our. It's really being totally blind. I feel like our videos aren't super polished, and I'd like to make our videos a little better as far as like aesthetics and how they're edited. Because when I sit down and do a video, it's one take, and unless I fuck up majorly, whatever I record is what gets put on YouTube. Because there isn't really an accessible video editor as far as I'm aware. My comfortable format is audio. I do a lot of audio editing outside of YouTube. So doing audio format is where I feel more comfortable. And so I typically, what I'd like to do is do audio stuff and then just put it on YouTube. And I'm legit going to do that here soon. A mix of that and videos. There you go, buddy. There's a walnut. Alright, I'm going to go get you some water, okay? Hey, buddy. Here's some water for you. Hi, buddy. Are you a good boy? Is that a tasty walnut, bud? Hold on, bud. I gotta adjust the fan. There we go. All right, buddy. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a piss. Okay? Be a good boy. Oh, Berber. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Hey, Bobs. What's up, dude? All right, buddy, I'm back. What's up, dude? How's that walnut? What up, Starfire? How are you? What are you doing, pretty bird? He is enjoying one of his favorite snacks and throwing it on the floor. Also, one of his favorite pastimes. Berber, you know the rule. Once it hits the floor, that's it, bud. It belongs to the floor now. Yeah. I don't even know where it went, bud. Do any of you guys read Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman? Brr, brr, brr. Hoping that these walnut shells will help keep your beak trimmed down. Oreo will say hello, but it's like the cadence of the word. It's not like hello. It's ow, ow. But that's the only word that's understandable. He's more of a whistler and a screamer. That's, you know, the noises he makes. He'll whistle the Andy Griffith theme song. Because my family taught it to him when he was a baby. He barks like a dog, barks like a chicken, quacks like a duck. So he has different noises that he'll make, different whistles. All right, well, okay, looks like some of you read DCC, Dungeon Crawler Carl. Turtle, I highly recommend it. You can get it on Audible, and the narrator is fantastic. It's produced by Sound Booth Theater. The narrator is Jeff Hayes. Book 8 is coming out here shortly. That's why I brought it up. And it's been confirmed that they are turning it into a TV show. Seth MacFarlane's company, what is it, Fuzzy Backdoor? They bought the rights to turn it into a TV show. So, waiting for that to come out. It'll be a while. They're making it live action. Lacey said that the dude who did The Mandalorian is the one directing the TV show for Dungeon Crawler Carl, so that should be good. And then they're also releasing TTRPGs, which are tabletop role-playing games, for you non-nerds. And one of those is supposed to be a card game, I guess. So it's definitely getting some traction, and it's gonna be all over the place. So if you want to get in now, it's a great series to start reading. And every book is fantastic. Some more so than the others, but they're all good. I highly recommend it. It's also on Kindle if you actually want to read it instead of listen to it. But I recommend at least listening to one of the books because the narrator is fantastic. Oreo is a pooper for sure. But birds in general are very poopy bastards. Self-soothing is definitely a thing for parrots, plucking out their feathers. is a sign of stress, anxiety, or not enough enrichment. But it's important not to confuse grooming versus self-plucking. Um, they will pull some feathers out if they're grooming, just because it's time for that feather to go. Um, their feathers will get loose when they're molting, so they can easily take them out. Um, but if it becomes a behavioral thing, then you definitely need to figure out what's going on and change things up in their environment. Give them more attention. But parrots are a lot of work. They are like toddlers. They have the intelligence of a 5 to 7 year old, depending on the individual bird. Um, you definitely need to keep on top of them and make sure they're getting the right engagement. A lot of people get a bird and think it just stays in its cage for the rest of its life, but on minimum, they need to be outside of their cage 8 hours a day. They need to be able to explore their environment and interact with their environment. Um, they're a lot of work, for sure. Here, I'll be right back. Hey, buddy. What you doing? How's that walnut? How's that walnut? Fortunately, Berber's Oreo's in a good environment. He gets lots of enrichment. Um, I keep him engaged and I interact with him with different toys, and we watch TV and listen to music. We go for walks when the weather's nice. He gets to go to the beach. He gets to yell at a puppy every day, which is his favorite pastime. We have whistle contests, which he usually wins because he bites me. He cheats. He thinks his walnuts are delicious for sure. I'm not gonna lie, I also love walnuts. If I eat a walnut in front of him, he gets so mad. He's like, "Hey, those are mine. Don't touch them." Are you a good boy? Damn, an hour's already passed since we started the live almost. This live flew by quick. You make cute noises, buddy. There's only certain noises you make while you're eating. Yeah. And when you're sleeping, you make the cutest little noises and your little cheeps. And when you have bad dreams, I know because you make a certain noise, and I'll get up if I'm awake, and I'll gently wake him up and give him head scratches. Because if I'm having a nightmare, I want to be woken up out of it. Honestly, most of my dreams are nightmares. I had a medical dream 2 days ago. Like they were prepping me for surgery and telling me I was dying or some nonsense. Typical medical dream for me. I'll have a good one. Thank you. You too. Enjoy your weekend. And please come hang out with us on our lives. We do Wednesdays and Fridays. I get asked that question a lot. My dreams are not. I don't know. It's hard to describe my dreams, but um, the way I would describe my dreams is I know what I need to know in my dream. So vision doesn't play a part in my dreams. But for example, if I'm in a dream and I need to go hand something to someone in a red shirt, I know who that is, even though I don't see the color of their shirt or see what they look like. I know exactly who I need to go hand something to, if that makes sense. It's kind of like omnipotence, but not really. If someone enters my dream scenario, I know who they are. Uh, it's very much like storytelling, and I do. There are things that I don't know, like if something's scary is about to happen, I don't know that it's about to happen. But like I said, I know what I need to know for that dream scenario. Apparently, I do have these dreams occasionally where I'll be driving and everything goes fine until I realize in the dream, like, reality hits, and I'm like, wait, I can't be driving, I'm blind. And then as soon as I realize that in the dream, I like freak out and try to stop the car and pull it to the side of the road. And then as soon as I start doing that, I wake up. But when I'm driving in the dream, I'm not seeing the road, I'm not seeing all the cars, but I'm driving. It's really weird and bizarre. But as long as I don't realize I'm blind, I'll get to my destination. But really, rarely does that happen. Yeah, it is very trippy. I agree with you on that. But I'd say that most of my dreams are like apocalyptic. Like something's happening, like a demon's been summoned, or there's zombies, or I'm being kidnapped. The medical dreams happen frequently. And then there's some dreams where I just go back to a point in life. I go back to like my old house, or I'm in school. I'm like an adult. Berber, stop throwing them on the floor. But I'll be like an adult, but I'm back in like elementary school, and I'm being told to do homework, or I'm trying to figure out a math problem, or just shit like that. It's bizarre. And then I get the dreams of like my teeth are falling out. Like I open my mouth and just a bunch of sand pours out, and all my teeth are gone. Just weird shit like that. Okay, well, we're done, Berber. No more walnuts because you keep throwing them on the floor. Like I had a dream about a week ago. I was in like this magical world, which makes sense. I read a lot of fantasy stuff, and I was in this like building, but there was no magic going on. But there was a lot of magic in the world. I knew that, but there was no magic happening around me, and I didn't have magic. And I was walking through like this warehouse type building, and there's a big hole in the floor with a ladder going down, and I went down the ladder, and I was now in like this magical artifact storage area, and that's all I remember. I was trying to find someone, I think. I wish when I woke up I could remember all of the dream or all of the dreams, whatever. Like I can't wait until we can like put this thing on our head and it stores our dreams either via text or it turns it into video or something. I'd really love to have that technology available to consumers. Like they're able to read our brain waves, which is cool now. Like they can put a device on your head that can read your brain waves and then try to interpret like what you're thinking about. But it'd be cool to have that device on while I'm sleeping and have it log everything that my dreams are. Because I only remember portions of my dream. And then the longer I'm awake, the less I remember. Kind of like what I experience when I have seizures. Like the last seizure I had, there was some shit going on in that like hallucination or whatever you call it. And the longer I was at, like once I recovered from the seizure, the less and less I remember. But coming out of that first seizure, man, that was so weird. I felt like there was a demon or an alien or something in my room when I came out of that seizure, like this sense of doom. And I couldn't figure out how my bed was levitating or like how a second bed had gotten into my room because at that time I didn't realize I was on the floor. Um, I thought I was laying in bed and there was my bed floating next to me when really I'm on the floor and I'm touching my actual bed and not registering that it's my actual bed. And I felt like there had been like a home invasion or there was an alien, just like this sense of something's not right and that there's someone had come into my room and had like fucked with it. And I'd actually gone upstairs and asked Lacey's dad, I'm like, did something happen? Is something wrong? And yes, something was wrong, but not what I was thinking. And no one really knew what I was talking about. And I'd gone back downstairs, and I'm still at that point not feeling totally right. I'm still like, something's wrong. Something's not right. And I actually pulled up the security camera in my room because I have a security camera to watch Oreo when I'm not here. So I can like log into the camera and see what he's up to. And it wasn't until I checked the camera and I heard like the ictal cry, which is like a noise you make when you're having a seizure. And I had some familiarity with that because my uncle has seizures as well. And I'm like, oh, I had a goddamn seizure. And that's when I realized I'd pissed my pants. I hadn't registered that until like right after that. Yeah, the first two I had headaches for sure. The last one I did. The last one I didn't. I had muscle cramps though. And I had like these like long ass act yeah, I had these long ass active tremors on the second one. I had to go to the ER. And like I'm just like continuously having these tremors. And they weren't they would come and go. And the ER had to hit me with something. I forget what they hit me with. I know they hit me with Benadryl, which can I just say this? Liquid Benadryl in an IV, the best. That shit knocked me out. It was great. Um, I wish I could have that every night. That'd be great. But I build a tolerance up to it pretty quickly. But yeah, each seizure has been different in its own way. There hasn't been a consistency to the seizures. There has been precursor signs to them. Like that first one for a month before that seizure, I was experiencing deja vu. I was experiencing like phantom smells. But the second seizure, before that seizure, I wasn't experiencing any of that. And the third seizure, same. I wasn't experiencing any of that. So, but I was also at that point I was on medication, which has helped quite a bit. And the third seizure I had when I was switching from one medication to another. So it makes sense why I had a seizure at that point. Also, my doctor gave me this medication. I want to say Imitrex is what it's called, and he gave it to me to help migraines. But I took him after the first two seizures when I had headaches, and it helps quite a bit. It dissolves under your tongue, so you just pop it in, let it sit, and then within 15-30 minutes, it may not knock it out completely, but it'll definitely help with the pain. Hi, buddy. It's really interesting because caffeine will reduce your seizure threshold, so it makes seizures more likely. And nicotine also, apparently, they're still studying that, but caffeine they know for sure. Um, and I told my doctor that I was on caffeine and nicotine, and he didn't say like, "Oh, you should get off of that." He's just like, "Okay," and he upped the dose of my medication. And I'm like, "Sweet, hello coffee." I did reduce my coffee intake though. I went from like 4 cups down to 2 cups a day. Hey, buddy. And I'm slowly working to reduce vaping. But it helps with headaches, which is great. I don't know how or why, but since I've started vaping, I haven't had like as frequent migraines. Hey, pretty bird. All right, y'all. We've been live for an hour and 10 minutes. I'm hungry. I'm going to wrap up. We've enjoyed spending Friday with you all. Shout out to the mods. Turtle, thank you for moderating. And I hope you have a swift and speedy recovery. Again, I'm sorry for not texting you to check how you're doing. I feel really bad about that. I know I'm a dick. Please forgive me. But we love you all. Be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Make the world a better place. Find moments of happiness when and where you can. Laugh at yourselves, but more importantly, laugh at other people. Check out ZachHurts.com. Has all of our information. Information about me. What else? Has our merch, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Amazon wishlist. If you'd like to send Oreo or I a gift, help make Oreo a spoiled little guy. You can send him treats. Stuff to make the studio better. Things that we need like cables and mics and all that good stuff. The wish lists are separated out into different categories, so check that out. There's an Oreo specific wish list. There's a everyday items wish list. There's a Zack snacks wish list. There's a Zack clothing wish list because I'm trying to rebuild my wardrobe after all the weight loss. And there's a Zack tech and gadgets wish list. And if you send us a gift off of the wish list, we will make a video showing it off. If it's a snack for Oreo, you get to see me eat it on camera. You will not catch me eating on camera. No, thank you. No one wants to see that. Oreo's way cuter when he eats on camera. Put something on the gift. Put something on the gift receipt. We'll shout it out, as long as it's not political or religious. And please keep it YouTube appropriate. But promote yourself, your social media, a cause you care about. Tell Oreo he's a handsome boy. Whatever. Whatever fits on the gift receipt, we'll shout it out. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, if you don't want us to make a video, put no vid. And if you want to stay anonymous, put anonymous. We only use first names if you put your full name, so we won't dox you. I think that's it. Y'all have yourselves a great weekend. Stay safe. Try to stay safe. Try to stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Very short list. Yeah. Have fun. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. We love you all. Take care. Peace out.